Thank you for joining me on my little kind of video discussing religions and certain groups that are out there. The first thing I like to kind of mention is these are my viewpoints. These are my own heartfelt feelings in my videos. I don't expect people to subscribe to my beliefs at all. Take it with a grain of salt. If you agree with me, great. If you don't agree with me, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's just, this is a personal blog that I like to express what I feel inside, and that's what the purpose of this whole exercise of these videos. I've been approached in the past by many different groups asking me to join their organizations and believe what they believe, and they feel so passionate and strong about it. I've always, for, I wouldn't say always, but for quite, I'd say the past 10 years, 15 years, I've really stepped back and I've asked, intelligent questions. Why do you want me as a member? Why do you want my money? Why is it that you need my admiration to you, to the group, to the organization? And it's, I think it's healthy to share your personal experiences, but to transfer and project onto someone else what he or she should be doing, I don't feel that's equal. That's not healthy. There's a lot of dogma in a lot of religions. I do find that the commonality between all religions is to find peace and happiness and find love and to show empathy and compassion for yourselves and others. But when it comes down to the political side of things in religions, you have in the past, scriptures and things that were used and written, we're talking going back hundreds and hundreds of years, for the benefit of either the kings who were in power, the Romans, the Roman Empire. Christianity, as we know it, has been, we say, it can't be rewritten. But I actually feel, in all honesty, in fact, it has been rewritten. It has been tailored to the time. Same as the old idiom that the victors are the ones that wrote the books. So you don't hear about the people that are lost. You don't hear about the other side of things. And I think, when it comes to religions and groups and that, you have to really step back and ask, again, to reiterate that, what is it that you want from me? It's a business. A lot of religions are a business, and I look at it like that. You're tax exempt. There's set guidelines and rules that you have to adhere to. I've met many nice Christians in my life, and I've also met some Christians that, their ego was so large that they perceive that you are inferior to them because their beliefs dictate that you are better, that you are entitled. I don't subscribe to the concept, and this is based, solely on the fact that, looking at the size of the universe, looking at our planet, are we the only planet in the entire universe where God, has put us here specifically? And the concept that God is a man, and that, when you die, you go off to heaven. And now let's just say hypothetically that is correct. Let's say that when you die, you go to a place with clouds, and there's a giant man with a beard sitting in a chair, and they dictate whether you've lived a good life or not. And I don't subscribe that there's a very large accountant when we die with a calculator tabulating how much we've amassed of wealth in our lifetime. I don't feel like St. Peter is going to be waiting for us saying, well, in your lifetime, you just managed to amass $2 million. Well, we have a special place for you in the clouds. I just find that very fictitious, in a sense, where, and we feel and believe what we're told. And I think that is the key factor. I mean, you really have to think for yourself, ourselves. I just find there's a lot of inconsistencies. And I think that perhaps that's why a lot of religions and groups, as the years progress, are actually becoming less and less. I think people are becoming more educated. I think people are actually becoming more in touch with themselves. And, on a spiritual level, there is a commonality. And I feel if you're honest and true from your heart, from everyone that speaks on the same page, then you don't need a religion. You actually have everything already in us that knows what's right and wrong, that knows, good from bad. And I think that is something ingrained from us. And if we call that source God, then so be it. But I don't subscribe that God, the concept of the source, is male predominantly or even female predominantly. It just is, it's a duality. It's everything. And, there are parts of the Bible I feel are very accurate in a sense where the basic simplicity that the Holy Spirit, they say, I believe that's our energy. I think that's, in quantum physics, it's energy, it's our consciousness. When we speak of God, I personally subscribe that it is a universal force. It is something that is in all of us, that is everywhere. And to pigeonhole and say that, God is something it or that, and to describe it, to anthropomorphic personification, to give the universal consciousness a humanistic quality or an animalistic quality if you're pagan. So that is something that we as conscious beings on this planet seem to associate with that. But I actually think it's a much bigger, broader concept. It's something that you can't just pigeonhole. It's something that is all-encompassing, that is everything. And that's something I like to kind of portray. But, well, thank you so much for your time, and blessings, and I wish you well. Have a great life.